Hi guys, back again in my channel. So today, this is my first live error G.O.T first live, and I want to talk about the recent purchase that I have. So this is several purchase that I haven't put in my storage. So I want to talk about this. Okay, so first of all, we can take a look this Voltus 5. Wow, this Voltus 5 is something. This Voltus 5 Legacy actually, and I haven't opened this. And I think this one is the newest release of the Voltus 5. It's not released for the SOC line, the Soul of Chogokin, but this one is the Super Robot, the Robot Spirits. Okay. And this Voltus 5, just like you know, this one is the newest design, came from the Voltus Legacy, and I really hopes that it came with the SOC line soon for this one. Okay, so let's see from the box. I haven't reviewed about this, but I gonna have it reviewed soon. Maybe sometimes after I can spare time for this one. And this is the back box of this one. And actually, if you haven't know about this, the Robot Spirits line, it cannot do the Gatai or combine. And we can see that this one, it's I think some kind of limited editions. So this is number 331 mine, and it's not yet open. So how do you think guys about this, the Robot Spirits versions of the Voltus 5? Do you like this? So if you like this, please put some comment in the chat. Okay. So some of the Sentai that actually I got from my hunt recently. We also have the Go-Onger series. Wow, this one is heavy. So this one is the Engine Gatai series number 6, the Engine Carrier Gator. Okay, so it can combine with this one, which I also have. This one is the petrol car. It's called the engine. What is this? Gunbutt? Gunbird or something. So it can combine with the shark and the gunbird. So I just thinking like why this one is so heavy. So I haven't opened this. You can see that it's still with the tape in here. So the box. What I really likes about the Sentai collections is actually it can combine with the other that's sold separately once again. So it's really rare that it come in one set. So we need to hunt this, like we need to, in order to combine this getter become this versions, we need to have this one and the other one. I have both, but I haven't opened this one, so later on maybe we can try to do the gatai. Okay, Go-Onger, this is one of my favorite, but later on we can combine this, become this one. Okay, so I really miss old Sentai versions like this one. It's I think it's May 2008. It's really been a while since its release. So how do you think guys about the Go-Onger? Do you like the series? And actually, I think myself this one is pretty unique because they using this kind of the concept of the engine soul that can put inside, and it just does the sound gimmicks. Wow, what is this? I think this one will have some kind of flashlights. Oh, I cannot wait to play with this. So if you guys have or ever played with this Gunbird, so please tell me in the comment sections below. So please tell me what do you think about this one. Okay, next is this one, Silender. So this one is came from the Carranger. Actually, funny thing is this kind of little bit pricey when I got this, and then I think that the size is pretty big at least like this box, but it's pretty small. But yeah, you can see that Cylinder is one of my hunt in my wish list for a while. At last I got this. So Cylinder can turn become some kind of petrol car like this one, and I also haven't opened this one. So Car Ranger, how do you think about this one? Please, Car Ranger fans, please make a sound. Okay. And this one. This one is BullTaurus from the Gingaman. So who is the fans of Gingaman? So Gingaman is pretty rare stuff. I think we have the Ginga Phoenix, Ginga Rhinos, and also the Gingaman itself. I think the Ginga Robo, but yeah, it's kind of pretty hard to find one. I have the Ginga Robo. I think it's called the Ginga King or something. I kind of forget, but I have it in my playlist. So Ginga King, I have, I already have, and I already review. But this Ginga BullTaurus, I haven't reviewed this one. So you can see that it can become this kind of robot. Okay, so Gingaman, I like the story. It's been a while since last time I watched it, and I also got from my recent hunt about the ship that can fit the Ginga Phoenix and the Ginga Rhinos together. So later on, if I already got it, maybe I can show to you guys about that one. Okay, so Ginga Taurus is pretty in good conditions when I got this. But have you ever played with this one? And I think recently about the SMP, the Mini Pla, Super Mini Pla versions, they also released, I think, the Ginga Taurus. So if you guys plan to get the DX versions or the SMP versions, so please be careful and read these notes around here. So it's usually mentions this one is DX version or SMP, and SMP1 is more recent. They release, it's made full of plastic, and it's basically a plastic model. So you need to assemble first before you play this. But this one is already come like this one. So you just need to play this. How do you guys think? Which one you prefer more, like for SMP or the DX versions? Me myself prefer the DX versions because I am too lazy to play with the SMP. I watched some YouTube video people doing assembling of the SMP versions, and the assembly versions itself took around, let's say, 3 to 4 hours to finish. So I don't have that kind of patience, but maybe someday I gonna try to do it. Okay. So, but first, right now, my focus is more to the DX versions. Okay. And what we have behind, this one is already in my wish list for a while. So what else besides the Sengoku Majin Goshogun from the Puzzle Plus? So this one is really hard to find the one in the good conditions. I think even not so many people selling this, and then it's been a while since it was released. And as you may know, this one is kind of the older one, which is 2020. It's released, but the newest one I think is around 1 or 2 years ago, and then it's the anniversary of the 42 years anniversary. But this one is the older one. Okay, Sengoku Machine Goshogun, the Pose Plus number 3. So if you guys have been a while in my channel, so I think you guys already watched my review about the Mosho Goshogun, but this one is actually I wanted this one before I have the Mosho, and this one is a kind of cool pose of the Goshogun over here. So wow, this one is the original design, and it really reminds me of the anime itself. It's really cool, and we can see how the tri-tree, I think this is how they call. So they can combine, become the small robo, but when they combine, become not combine, but they get into the Goshogun to fight the enemies. They get into the chest and also to the both leg. So similar, kind of similar design with the Pose Plus One, but this design is more original. Okay, cannot wait to open for this, but maybe I should find a time to do the review about this. Wow, Space Bazooka, the Go Saber, Go Stick, and then wow. Okay, I remember what is the name of this. Jack Knight, King Arrow, and the I think the Queen Rose or something. It can Gatai become the Tri Tree. We can see like this. Okay, guys, how do you think about this Pose Plus? Which one you prefer more? Like the Pose Plus, the older one, or the Pose Plus, the newer versions, which is the 42 years anniversary, or even the Mosho one? Okay, please tell me your comment in the in the chat section so I know how do you think. Okay, so this is my recent purchase. I try to limit myself not to purchase so many toys because I need to like have a break little bit from this. But so many toys that I haven't opened and then I haven't reviewed. So I hope that I have time to play with this one by one. Okay, so one recent thing that I found interesting is they gonna release the Dankuga of the CCS toys. Have you guys know about the Dankuga of the CCS toys? So let me show you guys about that one. So that one is definitely in my wish list. Okay, okay, so I'm sharing my screen right now. So can you guys see my screen? Sorry, this is my first time of doing the live streaming, and then I hope you guys can see the screen right now. Okay, so this is what I talking about. So this is the CCS Toys Super Robot War 30 Ultimate Dankuga. So it means that this version is coming out from the Super Robot War design. Super Robot War 30, I think, is the newest Super Robot War so far. And then I know that they're gonna release the newer versions of the Super Robot War, but it's not yet released yet. So this one is kind of uh, I think it's very interesting. We can see the Dankuga. So I think it's going to be released around fourth quarter of 2025. They say so. I think it's around maybe August or September. I hope they're gonna release. And the height is pretty tall, 26 centimeter. Okay, so yeah, they're gonna say that the box is very large, so you need got to be careful about when to ship this one. Okay, so we can see how good and how bulky this thing is, and I really like how does it looks like. And I know one downside about this model is it cannot become the individual robot, so it cannot do the gatai. But I think it's still worth to collect. because the look of the final Ultimate Denkuga itself. So it's I think it don't have any other lines that released the model so far besides the CCS toys. Okay, I hope Hagane Works gonna release this soon. Okay, so we can see it's going to be having the stand like this, but we can see that the stand, this one is very thin metal they're gonna use as the stand. So I think that this Dankuga gonna be very heavy, but I hope it's stable enough to do this one. Wow, can you see how cool this thing is? So model, I think because this kind of design, they have difficulties to make it like the individual mecha, like the mammoth, like the I forget what is, I think the cougar or liger, and also the eagle itself. So it made based on the combinations of the four mecha. I like the face of this final ultimate Dankuga because it's kind of cool, and we can see like some kind of logo in here that represents each animal of this that combined become the Dankuga, like the eagle and mammoth and also liger and tiger, I think. So I think it's pretty cool, bulky, and I think the because it's kind of gatai, most likely it's going to have a good positions to do the actions like this. And usually because it's the gatai like SOC versions, you can you know that the SOC version is very bulky also, but the movement is kind of limited, I think, and the stableness is also difficult. Wow, it can pose like this. It's really cool. It's going to be cool, and I think it's also coming with several weapons. Like for example, this one is the Danku. I think it's called Dankukan or Dankuga Sword, but I think it's going to come with other one. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is this a face mask? Let's see. Let's see both one. Yeah, we can see that this one is has an open mouth, but this one has open mask. We have mask. Very cool. Wow, the Danku can pose. Oh, I think this one we don't have in the normal one, but we have in the Ultimate Dankuga, which is the claw armor. It's kind of nice. I hope they have some kind of Blackwing versions that can combine with this one. How do you think? Do you like Dankuga? And let's see. Wow, this kind of pose that it can do. Oh, they compare between the two faces with the mask and without. Oh, okay. This one is the accessories that we're gonna get. So some kind of stand over here to support the pose, some kind of replacement hands, the mask, the exchangeable face part, and I'm not sure what is this one. Maybe some kind of the armor or something. And this is the versions before in the prototype versions. It's very cool. I hope they really soon. So, how do you guys think? Is there anyone here that already do the ordering for this Dankuga? Wow, They made the prototype since 2023. I didn't know about this, and I think it's almost 2 years, already 2 years since they made this prototype, and they gonna release this in the 2025 Q4. So thank you, Dynamic Planning, for this one. Ultimate Dankuga is pretty cool. So how do you think, guys, about this final Dankuga? Absolutely, this one is one in my wish list so far. I hope I can get it, this one. And from the price point of view, it's kind of expensive, little bit expensive. So I think I gonna wait until I can get some kind of discount or something. So it's still in deposit, but full price still unknown. But I guess it's around 300 USD or something of the full price of this ultimate Dankura. Okay, so basically that's one of my wish lists about the final Dankuga. I cannot wait to open it later on if I get one, and I can post with the other collections like the Goshogun or something. So how do you guys think about the Ultimate Dankuga, Sengoku Machine, Goshogun, and several Sentai series? Which one do you guys prefer more to have reviews? So I gonna prioritize that one. So if you guys have opinion or comment, I have played with this one or I like that kind of review more. Please do this kind of review more. So please comment in the comment sections. I hope I can do it very soon if I have it. Okay. So I think that's all for today live stream. This is my first live stream. I hope I can prepare more in the future and then we can improve. Please kindly give me your support. Give me comment, subscribe, and like if you haven't followed this channel. Okay, so I think that's all for today. See you guys. See you next time. Bye bye.